evening, Randomizer fans, and welcome to the Final Fantasy Spring Tournament. I am Melee Wizard, and alongside me is Professor Renderer. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. Just chilling out after a long day or just doing nothing. Just got back to get some s'mores and chill out, have some rando action.
Yep, and we're gonna have a really hype race. We got Asher versus Sawneyrath, Game 3. This has been a pretty good series from what I've been told. I hadn't actually seen much of it myself because, you know, I watch a lot of different things. And we have ourselves a rather interesting party breakdown for the draft. Asher led off with Red Mage. Sawneyrath countered with Double Thief, which is apparently something he's been doing a lot. And Asher rounded it out with another mage. So this might be a case of feast or famine, depending on what kind of magic we get, what kind of equipment we get.
For sure, and this I'm pretty excited to see what this will entail when we come down the road here.
And so our runners should be. We should see our runners underway in about a minute or so. So, what kind of things do you expect the seed to throw at our runners this time around?
So I'm just gonna see what happens here, and we're going right now.
Yep, we are underway. White magic. We got life and cure 3 at level 1. That's not bad. And for the black magics, saber and ice 2. The saber will could prove useful for the ninjas, and the ice 2 having a good sweeper for the early game is very nice. I saw silver bracelets for about 5,600.
Cabins look to be a little bit on the expensive side,
A little bit,
from
yeah.
my perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, 230s. It could be better, it could be worse. And Sawneyrath is... Oh my, we have a pretty good hero run off the top of the encounter table. I think I expect both of our runners to try to take full advantage of that. So have a bit of money at the first chest in Temple of Fiends, as Asher is just making a beeline for Temple of Fiends as well. And we got a free pro ring. That's nice.
Yeah, probing really early on, about like just a minute in, is very nice to see this early on, and Sawneyrath heading directly for Garland.
Yeah, just throw some ice 2s, and that should get the job done. Not in one round, but likely in 2. Yep, there we go. So what are our first 2 items to work with? We start with the ruby. Lovely. And, ooh, the canoe. We have options right off the bat. Pretty much the entire inner sea is at our disposal right now.
That was exactly what I was going to ask you. What does that canoe will open up for us?
Yeah, that pretty much opens everything. It opens Ice Cave, it opens Volcano. We already had access to Marsh, I guess, but it's just... Yeah, having access to one of our incentivized locations in Ice Cavern could prove... could be an interesting thing, and Matoya's Cave not having much. So one thing we do have the town shuffle on, so who knows? We don't know where Provoca's going to be, so that might affect what our runners do here. Going and selling that power staff, a good bit of early money.
Yeah, and Sawneyrath is going to go and immediately sell that off.
Yeah. Every bit of money you can get in the early game. Whether it's buying cabins or buying spells, if you can do it early, do it. looks like... Oh, look, now both of our runners are heading towards the Provoca location. Let's see what town is actually here. It's still Provoca, okay.
That makes it a little easy on us. I'm questioning whether or not this is randomized or not.
Lit 3, Warp, and Quad X in level 2 Black Magic. And the White Magic, Inf 2, that's really nice. Harm 3 is also pretty good, but Inf 2 is a big one to find. So the fact that they have Warp readily available, it makes me wonder if that might push them a little towards Ice Cave.
I'm still wondering if Marsh Cave will be also a viable option, but Ice Cave looks nice too, and BK giving out the TNT.
Yeah, and there's the tail for 4,000. Okay.
It's pretty expensive, but like for a tail for a class change, that's.
I think for overall for the vendor item, 4,000 is really, really cheap actually. Can they afford it right now? No, but it's considering how often I've seen the vendor item be like max price 65,000. Seeing it for 4,000 is like both our runners. As the moment they get the floater, I bet they're gonna make a beeline back here and get that if they hadn't already.
Yeah, that class change is definitely going to be important, especially when you have a party situation like 2 reds and 2 thieves.
Sawneyrath, it looks like Sawneyrath is going for the Peninsula Power grind here. Interesting. As Asher is heading towards Elfland. And, ooh, it's Crescent Lake at Elfland. And, ooh, I see tents are cheap for 30.
Definitely want to stock up on those.
Not much in the armor shop. White Magic, well, there's Wall and Life too. And there's Nuke at 6. Oh, jeez. Get with this party, that's not necessarily where you want to see those end up. And there's the Adamant, so that means we can just basically get both Dwarf Cave checks done in one trip. That is very fortuitous.
Yeah, it seems like Asher may want to head over there right now, or maybe heading somewhere else.
Yeah, it looks like he's heading to Dwarf Cave. There's 2 key item checks, 2 treasure chests. Since we're still we haven't found any of our loose items yet. Ooh, that's a lot of money. Very nice. And hooray! Oh, there's the opal bracelet. Seems appropriate, coming from a blacksmith, I guess.
Yeah, it is appropriate.
And the bottle. So, still no floater, no canal. So that does limit what we can do. But we do have access to Marsh Cave, as unpleasant as that may sound. We also have Volcano available that has a lot of chests in it. We have the Ice Cave, which also has a good bit of chests, and the incentivized location, at the floater chest. Now it's just a matter of where that canal is at the very least, since it's bound to be in there in one of those things. Unless one of those locations had the key, in which case that opens up a bit more things. But yeah, I think given that we've seen the tail for really cheap, I'm suspecting that our runners probably want to find the floater sooner rather than later.
Yeah, you can get the tail as soon as you get into the air, and then take that over towards the Cardia Isles and get that class change.
Asher's making the trip towards Crescent Lake. About check to see what the town is first. Makes sense. And ooh, Elfland. Level 3 black magic. Bane Zap. Okay. Some insta-kills. Some people like them more than others. I'm not one to use them very often, but ooh, Cure 4 and Exit in level 3.
So good level 3 magic for sure. I'm definitely one to use Zap anytime I have an opportunity to get one.
Heal 3 in level 4. And ooh, Fast at level 4. You definitely like seeing that. So, having potentially 4 fast casters in your group? Yes, please.
For sure, and I did see Fire 3 as well. There's also Fire 2, but that's all. That's something to note if they want to pick that up, unless there is some other restrictions for Red Mage.
I don't recall for level 4 black magic being restricted on Red Mage. White magic, I believe so, but black, I don't believe. I think not. And Asher is making the play to Volcano first. So at these low levels, our runners definitely have to be careful with going into places like this, because a lot of these encounters can take you out real quick. And we have unrunnable sea snakes. Don't look like sea snakes, but okay.
I think you may be running a color palette changer.
Yeah, most likely.
Asher going to head over towards the Volcano Armory.
Yep, biggest, a whole bunch of chests here, and ooh, there's a ribbon. That makes this trip worthwhile all by itself.
Now, clue me on this. What exactly would that ribbon do for Asher?
Well, a ribbon basically makes you resistant to anything that has a type, I guess. So, like, you'll take less damage from most damaging effects. You'll be resistant to darn near all status ailments. There's not a lot of things that will freely get past a ribbon. So it just increases your survivability all on its own.
Okay. Also, I saw Asher picking up a gold bracelet.
Yep, and Sawneyrath is making the play to Marsh. Not a lot of stuff, but apparently enough to warp out and save it, as opposed to resetting out. And one thing I'm starting to notice on Asher's side, since Asher deliberately left that second thief, did not heal that second thief, I'm thinking Asher might be going 3-man here.
It makes sense, personally. It'll give more experience to those who are currently standing up.
Correct. Ooh, unrunnable werewolves and gerwolves. Lovely. So, for those who don't know, one of the main reasons why Marsh is despised as much as it is in the community, for one, it's way out of the way compared to anything else, and there's a lot of different enemies, and case in point, werewolves have lit 3. And yeah, given the large variety of enemies in this place, you're bound to find something really, really nasty. And Sawneyrath just did.
As if it wasn't already nasty enough in the vanilla game.
Right. So Asher stocking up on more housing, more heal potions. We'll see where he decides to go from here. Sawneyrath is continuing to check this bottom side of marsh. And looks like the trap tile is bones and a crawl, so not the most threatening thing, thank goodness.
Well, if they will do it, and we'll see what that chest is gonna be.
It's a house. So, Marsh is dead, contingent on something being in the keylock chest. But at least Sawneyrath was able to get a little something out of there. Whether it's money, a little bit of gear. And Asher is making the play to ice as well. So, ice can be very threatening in its own right, so we'll see how well it treats Asher here. And I think Sawneyrath's going to go ahead and buy that tail right now. Yep.
Yeah, I was going to call that too. Interesting to see Sawneyrath pick up the tail this early on.
Well, he's also stocking up on heal potions. I don't recall if they were... I don't think they were actually for Zale and Corneria, so that's probably why he decided to come to Provoca to do it.
Yeah, max out in your heal potions.
And what's our incentivized item? It's the herb. Okay, fetch questing, ahoy! Got some trolls here at the trap tile. Unfortunately, don't have any fire 3 charges, but Lit 3 seems to work pretty well.
Sawneyrath looking to stock up on a few soft potions. Maybe you want to grab some. Maybe just see what. Yeah, that's what I was figuring. Just gonna go and check out at least get some cabins for the road and all that. Those softs.
Okay, and it turned out there were heal potions in Corneria, but I guess Sawneyrath just really didn't want to have to stop at Provoca to buy it to get the tail later, I suppose. And there's our first loose item, the cube in Ice Cave. Yep. As Cyclone mentions in chat, we do not have the chime yet, but hey, one less item that we have to hunt down, because the cube is going to be required no matter what.
Right. If we get that chime a little bit earlier on, might end up seeing a sky play.
Well, we still need to get out of the inner sea first, but yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Question in chat, where was the tail? It was the vendor item in Provoca for about 4,000. And Sawneyrath is paying a visit to the volcano. So if the canal isn't here in ice, then it would have to be either on deeper into Volcano, or something would have to be... Oh, there's the canal. Never mind.
Hey, you just said it.
And we got a Tyro Trap Tile. Interesting. Ooh, an unrunnable Frost Giant Frost Wolf pack. The Giant could... Ooh, it's assigning a stun first off. Oh, and a Frost Giant has Cure. Isn't that lovely? And there's Scorch. Doesn't do a heck of a lot. Ooh, and oh, slow. That's not nice. Ooh, it's slow too as well. Oof, this Frost Giant is not playing nice. Is he doing a lot of damage? No, but he's preventing Asher from doing any damage to it. Oh, well, there's a glare, though. Okay. And Toxic! Oh, dear.
Yeah, these Frost Giants are not playing nice with Asher.
No, it's definitely not. Oh my goodness. This is not good. But down! Got the Frost Giant down. Thankfully we had life at level 1.
Yeah, and it's gonna keep running with the 3-man route, not bothering to raise the other thief.
Yeah, that other thief's been dead since Volcano, and I presume that Asher's gonna leave it dead unless circumstances dictate otherwise. Ooh, unrunnable mages too. But a couple Ice 2s take him down quickly enough, thank goodness. Yep, switching things around, putting that wizard staff on the on one of the red mages. Nice.
Sonic getting his first ribbon.
Alright, 3 chests left in ice. What do we have? Ooh, well, Zopal armor, that's good for money, if nothing else. And Asher is able to get out. Nicely done. So, with that canal, that pretty much opens up darn near everything in the world outside of the Fane and the Fane Gaia, and as of now Mirage, since we don't have the chime yet. So with the Ruby, that does open up a couple incentivized checks in the Titan's Trove and Sarda. We also have access to the other incentivized location in Castle Ordeals. But, ooh, Asher's gonna go ahead and turn in that herb. Let's see what we get. Well, there's the chime. There's Sky available now.
Sky, 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 Sky.
Oh boy. considering we pretty much have almost everything up for grabs now, as far as locations go, like we don't have access to Sea Shrine and only about half of Earth, but but Sawneyrath is checking the Agama floor on Volcano. We didn't see this on Asher's side.
Yeah, he left. I think just. I don't remember when he left.
When Sawneyrath popped the bottle, probably by accident.
Yeah, I think that was more of an accident than anything else. I make that mistake can't happen.
Yeah, not much in level 5 white. Black, well, there's Temper. Though the red mage can't learn it, I don't know offhand if the red wizard can learn that, though. There's the gold bracelets for about 21,000.
As chat pointed out, this is also a vanilla Melmond.
Yeah, we've seen a few vanilla towns so far.
The other one was Provoca, and then Elfland was Crescent Lake, and Crescent Lake was Elfland.
Looks like Asher is gonna go and turn in that ruby. Do we have a floater? No, but we have a loot. Something we need, but it's not really something we need right now, but we'll take it.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything until we get into Topher.
Yeah. And there's the Oxyale, so that adds Sea Shrine to the list of places that we can go to now. And just a tent in the red the red dragon chest. And it looks like... Oh, I thought Sawneyrath might be warping out, but no, we're about to see a carry fight.
Yeah, this is pretty early for Sawny.
Yeah, level 10. This could be interesting. Yeah, this is definitely a risky play, although, to be fair, from what I saw, there wasn't really that much in Volcano. So if you wipe out, you probably won't even bother checking much of the chests.
Yeah.
Alright, throw it up in Inf 2. A couple Inf 2s. Carry throwing, then trying to ink our party. Ooh, 2 hits for 50, one of them being a crit. Okay. But we do have Quad X. Doesn't hit yet, though.
Yeah, needs to be less than 300 HP in order for it to hit.
Yep. And we have Lefane at Onrak. So this will be a floater required seat because we know that Onrak will be either at Gaia or Lefane, and we can't really get there any other way. And ooh, I looked away and carries down.
Yeah, he had enough of carry down for him to be able to get a Quality X out, and that's the first orb lit.
Yep, not even a half hour in, and Sawneyrath gets an orb lit at level 10. Very nice. I'm thinking that if Sawneyrath didn't have that Quad X, he might not have tried that. Meanwhile, Asher is making his way through the waterfall. Thankfully, Sawneyrath was able to take out to keep all the spoils from Volcano, so was able to just stock up on magic. And we got bulls and scorpions at the trap tile in the volcano. And it's the crown at the robot. And there's our second loose, the slab.
Well, we already know where Lefane is. Might as well, we already know where Melman is, so I'll still translate it and figure out what that Lefane item is.
That is a bit of a trip going back and forth like that, but we'll see if Asher decides to do that. I'm thinking from here, I might try to do ordeals, since it's not too far from here. And I think Asher might be thinking the same thing. Yep, indeed. So, we are still looking for one more loose item. And the particular quirk in our flags here is that there's a 50-50 chance each that the canoe and the floater could be incentivized. So it's 50-50 chance that it either is incentivized or it's not. If it's not incentivized, then it's a guaranteed loose. We haven't found the floater yet, and we're still looking for one more loose item. There's a chance. There is a chance that floater could be loose somewhere. And we have we have some options for where that could be at the moment. Although I think, actually, come to think of it, I think at this point it would have to be either here in Ordeals or somewhere in Sky. Or perhaps the Crown turn in. Or the Slab turn in. Yeah, we do have some options.
And Sonny just got his herb from off an ice cave.
And Asher's getting another taste of these unrunnable frost giants, because we haven't had enough of those yet, but we got Fire 3 this time, so it should go by a little bit quicker.
And Sonny also got the cube from the ice cave, which was loose.
Yep. Hopefully Sawneyrath checks the bottom chest here and gets that canal. Oh, there's our first katana. Nice little endgame sword for post-promotion. And ooh boy, that just opened up quite a few things.
Yep, that was a key, and now key-locked boxes are open.
Yep, Corneria, Temple of Fiends, Elfland, Marsh Cave. Okay, now things might be getting a little interesting about where that floater could end up. Bear in mind, we know that all the non-keylock parts of Marsh, that's not where the floater is. So now it's just a matter of whether it's in keylocked Marsh, which I would suspect that might be the last thing that the front runners check, especially Sawneyrath, since he's already been in Marsh once before.
Looking like Asher wanting to head over towards Astos' castle.
Yeah, it's a pretty quick check, and he might get the slab translated while he's in the area. And there's the rod, so that now opens up all of Earth Cave. Oh boy. So all of our incentivized locations are accounted for now. Or the incentivized dungeons, rather. So, and the only fetch quest we have left that is unaccounted for is the crystal. And we are still missing, for equipment incentivized, we're still missing, we have the opal bracelet, so we're still missing Thor hammer, and what was that other one? I forget what it was now.
Is it the Vorpal? I'm kidding.
No, unfortunately not. Oh, right, the power gauntlet. How could I forget? And unfortunately, we know the bottle is kind of a dud at the moment, because we know that Gaia is floater locked as well. So we know it can't be that turn-in. Okay. So yeah, it's where would you go first, Earth or Sky?
It's gonna be Sky.
Yeah, between Mirage and Sky Palace, has a lot more chests than Earth. Not to mention, if you're able to take down some of the encounters there, that's a lot of good experience as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna commit to this. Sky.
Yeah, apparently we've seen important stuff in Sky often enough in this tournament, so I guess it stands to reason that we might see it again. And unfortunately, floaterless is not an option here, since we know on-rack is floater locked, and there's no other way to get to Sea Shrine. Yeah, Asher going ahead and getting that slab turned in. Curious to see if he'll just head straight to Lefane and see what the item is there.
Sawneyrath getting the chime from the prince.
Yeah, so that's full Sky access for Sawneyrath. So at this point, once Asher gets that floater, we're looking at go mode. And Asher, the first thing Asher will do is just stop at Provoca, get the tail, and then promote. And then we'll probably just start cleaning out, or at least clearing orb dungeons. Yeah, and Asher is making a beeline for Lefane.
Yeah, and I imagine I was thinking that play would come up soon, given the location of Lefane.
So we got floater, crystal, Thorhammer, power gauntlet, and it's the crystal. One more fetch quest for the road.
So Matoya, anyone?
More to the point, sailing back towards the inner sea. There is I want to say there's a dock on the north side, near there? Oh yeah, there's a river spot. Never mind. And it looks like Asher is making a beeline for Matoya.
Yeah, follow that crystal all the way over towards Matoya.
Well, if you can get the floater before going to Sky,
yeah, that makes things a lot more good for Asher.
Not to mention, if memory serves, you get under these settings. I want to say we get 5% extra experience for.
Oh,
oh boy, the hunt continues.
it's Sky.
Well, it's Sky, it's Earth, or it's Keylock. That's pretty much what it boils down to. And Asher looks like is heading straight for Mirage.
Our chat points out that the floater ends up being loose.
Question chat, did Asher finish the keylocks? Asher never started the keylocks. Asher hasn't checked any keylock chest yet. Ooh, an unrunnable T-Rex. And it looks like Sawneyrath is making the play to Ordeals. Ooh, the T-Rex hits hard. Oh my.
Yeah, that'll be a reset.
Yeah. Kill by damage, kill by glare. Yeah, that's... Sometimes stake is just not worth that much. Alright, Mirage 1. What do we have? Cabin, money. And the Catmen can petrify through some means or another, I see. If, unless that was something else that did, and that was a pre-existing condition. Oh, there's the Vorpal sword.
Hooray, Vorpal!
So that was pretty much the best thing out of Mirage 1. I mean, Asher's already got a katana, but we could probably still put that Vorpal on one of the Red Wizards or something. And Asher going and taking this this mummy pack, in spite of the whole dazzling thing. Mostly because with Asher having as many warp charges as he's got, I appreciate this play. You'll take your experience where you can get it.
Meanwhile,
Oh yeah, the Catmen have glance. Oh dear. Ugh. But Asher does have that one ribbon, so more likely than not, at least one of those red mages will be safe.
meanwhile, Sawneyrath is heading over those chests in Castle for Deals.
Sawneyrath getting a taste of the unrunnable frost giants. And Mirage is a bust, for the most part. But Asher is going to dig deeper.
And Sonic getting the katana.
A very nice thing to have.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Melee, that ended up being... That's a great late-game weapon, once we get the class change.
It looks like we got Mux here at the trap tile in Mirage 3. I want to say they're weak to fire? Although, lightning seems to be working pretty well.
And Sky's heading up. Asher's heading for Sky. Ooh.
The eye's got a decent amount of health. Oh, okay, down it goes. Question, did Sawney translate? Sawney does not have the slab yet. The slab is in Waterfall.
Which I would imagine Sawneyrath will get pretty soon. Maybe heading for Waterfall Cave. Yeah, heading for Waterfall right now.
Yep.
Gonna get that slab.
Also, I believe it was the crown that the robot had as well. The curious thing is, I wonder if Sawneyrath is what Sawneyrath's plans are after this. Is that will he start diving fiend dungeons, or will he check Keylock? Especially if he thinks that Asher would be just going straight for Sky.
I want to say go for Keylocked. Because there's a lot that's keylocked that Asher hasn't done yet.
Asher hasn't done any keylocked at all.
Yeah, that's the yeah.
Right.
And
oh, there's a white shirt. That's a nice find.
That casts Invis.
Invis
right.
2, but yes.
Yeah, Invis 2. I was just yeah.
So our floater is not in Sky 1. And it looks like Asher's going to skip straight to Sky 3. An Aegis Shield. Nice to have, usually, but not in this case. Sawneyrath getting the rod from Astos. And just quad-Xing Astos right off the bat. Oh, right. I believe Asher did check the key lock here in Northwest Castle, but that was about it. Probably just did it while he was here taking out Astos.
Yeah, that was the only key lock that he had done.
Right. So, if it turns out that the floater's not here in Sky, what do you expect Asher to do? To just start knocking out all the key locks, or to head to Earth?
Given Asher's current handling of the key locks, I'd personally say go for Earth.
And it looks like Sky 3 was a bust. So all that's left is Sky 2. Well, there's a Zeus gauntlet, but it's still not what we're looking for.
Asher counting another eye.
Eyes are always nice, because they're usually not very threatening in randomizers because they don't hit very hard, and usually they don't have much for skills.
And the experience is pretty good for them too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now, these rock galls, they can hit you pretty hard.
Sawneyrath gonna get the slab turn in.
Yep, good. Get that power gauntlet. Nice to have, but it ain't the floater. Alright, so Sawneyrath has pretty much made all of the most of the incentivized checks that he can outside of Matoya. Now let's see where he wants to go from here. He's not heading to Sky. There was a Pro Cape, but Asher doesn't even want to take that. Interesting. I think with what Asher's currently got, he's probably just thinking floater and nothing else.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense for Asher to just ignore the key locks, just to hope that Sky or Earth might have the floater. And there's Sawneyrath's power bunk.
And I think the fact that Sonny went into the inner sea means he's probably committing to the key lock chest at this point. And it's not in Sky. And Asher doesn't have that much for warp charges, so he's got to walk this out if he wants to keep it. Oh. Think we might be seeing an Earth play. We're gonna see an Earth play from Sawneyrath. So both of our runners just ignoring the key lock chest. This is interesting.
This could sway this into favor of Sawneyrath, given what we know about Sky. But that's not a pro rank.
Pro rings are always good. Alright, so where's Asher going? I'm thinking Asher. Asher is either going to be Asher's going back to Volcano because Asher only checked the armory floor. Asher didn't go farther than that.
Yeah, that's the after the armory floor. Asher dipped, and Sawneyrath went in a little deeper.
Yeah, Sawneyrath full cleared it.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm just assuming that Asher's going to Volcano just because he stopped at the Crescent Lake location. If nothing else, stocking up on all those lovely fast spells. Or just making sure everybody has fast, I guess. That can currently use it. But yeah, Asher's going back to Volcano. Ooh, Giants have Blaze. Ooh, Defense Sword. That's a nice find. 3 ruses. Yeah, comment in chat. If the floater is in a key lock chest, both of our runners will probably feel very, very behind, yeah. Sawneyrath's on Earth 3, and there it is! Sawneyrath is in Go Mode!
At 54 and about some change.
We'll see if Sawneyrath decides to check anything else. If Sawneyrath checks for anything else, it might just be for maybe a bit of defense, like a second ribbon or something, but other than that, Sawneyrath might not check much else. Which would give him a good advantage over Asher. Not only does he already have the orb advantage, but Sawneyrath might just go mode Sky, which take a lot less time than Asher did.
And like I said, this play with that floater in hand definitely swayed the tide of battle in the favor of Sawneyrath, and he's very much in the lead at this point.
Oh yes, definitely. Yeah, Sawneyrath will probably just grab that tail, promote, maybe get a couple, teach fast to the ninjas, but other than that, I don't know if Sawneyrath will do a heck of a lot else, besides just knocking out fiend dungeons. Yeah, looks like Sawneyrath's just going to skip past the chests in Earth 4. Asher getting the bad news that there wasn't much else to be had in Volcano. Yeah, Sky did have Pro Cape and it had white shirts, so that is something that Asher would have that Sawneyrath likely will not.
Sawneyrath on to the Lich fight. And Asher gonna start his carry fight.
Yeah, and 1 round and done. And Sawneyrath not quite lightning orb. There we go. Sawneyrath has 2 orbs lit in less than an hour. Yeah, so while Asher does have the white shirt, though Sawneyrath does have the defense sword, so it's not equal as Asher takes out carry. But at least it's not as one-sided, one way or the other. And that's assuming that Asher doesn't full clear Earth as well. But at 58:03, Sawneyrath is in the air.
And Onrak looks to be in Ilafane.
Onrak was in Gaia.
Oh, the color palette got to me.
So Gaia is in Lafane and probably will not be visited at this point, since I think by process of elimination we know that that's got to be Thorhammer.
And Sawneyrath is gonna get the class change.
Oh yeah. definitely. And Asher is making the Earth play. Oh, Sawneyrath's checking the rest of Cardia. Curious what he's looking for, besides maybe a second ribbon. Ooh, there's another pro cape, though.
I personally think he might be looking for another katana just to help with the late game.
Possibly. Well, there it is.
Speaking of,
Ask and ye shall receive. Although, I see Sawneyrath didn't equip the first one.
still looking for stuff.
Let's stock up on magic, I guess. Life 2 is learnable. Good. Very good. And Lock 2 is learnable as well. It kind of sucks when you have Life 2 and Nuke on the same level. Even if Nuke isn't learnable.
Sawneyrath stocking up on some ice tubes.
Sabers for the ninjas. Even though we have power, the power gauntlet, can never have too much buffing power. Alright, Asher's on floor 3 of Earth. Should be getting his floater pretty soon. And there's Asher is now in go mode with the floater. Now we'll see if how much Asher decides to check at this point. Ooh, looks like we might be seeing a bit of a level grind from Sawneyrath. Likely on that red giant Agama tile. Ooh, the red giants have thunder, though. I still think Sawneyrath did not equip that katana on the top ninja, though. That might be a bit of a problem.
It's less damage output in total, but we're still
Versus the coral sword.
Yeah, of course. And Sawneyrath now going to equip that katana.
Yeah, realized, hey, that's not the katana that he's swinging. Oof, that thunder definitely makes this not the most pleasant grind spot in the world.
Now, if this isn't a really good grind tile for Sawneyrath that would be a long-term use, what other grind tiles do you think would be better?
I didn't really pay too much attention to what other grind tiles were readily available. If I was really looking for grind tiles, I might have checked the one in the Temple of Fiends key locked. And Asher is taking on Lich 2.
Sonic
Or
could...
Lich 1, rather. What am I thinking?
Yeah, Sawneyrath could check that en route to Topher, but I highly doubt it if he's committing to this Red Giant Agama tile.
Yeah, at some point, you gotta make that balance of you take this somewhat unpleasant trap tile or spend time hunting for a better one. At the very least, I would expect Sawneyrath to grind up enough levels so that the ninjas would have 4 spell slots per level.
And also, Asher is now in the air.
Yep. Quick stop at Provoca to get the tail, but likely get the promotion, and we'll see if Asher decides to check anything else. Sawneyrath hits level 20. I don't recall what Asher's levels are at. They're probably pretty close on the level front now at this point.
I saw level 21 on Asher's first thief.
So for all the route divergence, both of our runners are pretty much neck and neck at this point. The only main difference is that Sawneyrath can just go mode Sky, whereas Asher already went through it once. And another note that chat made said, while they are close to levels, Asher is just getting the promotion now, whereas Sawneyrath got the promotion a bit sooner and is able to get some charges on the ninja, whereas Asher will have to wait a while for that to happen. If Asher decides to even buy any spells for the ninjas, we'll have to see. Where's Asher going? This is not on rack. Oops.
Might have been muscle memory.
Yeah, I get that. If you're not if you're not that accustomed to Town Shuffle, your muscle memory can get the better of you. It looks like Asher is going to stock up on spells, though.
So, given that Sawneyrath is continuing this grind, when do you think he'll stop? I'm saying around the 30s or 40, around like the 30 range.
Yeah, I would be surprised if he went to 40. I don't know what the break point is for the hit count on katanas. I'm thinking that Sawneyrath might be trying to get that 5th hit on the katanas. Well, it looks like Sawneyrath stopped at around 21. It might have been for that. I didn't check to see how many charges, spell charges he's got on the ninjas. Then I'm thinking that might have been what he was shooting for.
According to our chat, a 5-hit katana is at level 23.
And if he takes some encounters in Sky, he'll definitely hit that. Ooh, Asher's checking the magic in Onrak, and we got Fade. I believe that was Red Wizard learnable, but we'll see what we'll have for level 7 charges, though. And it was also at max price, but at this point, I don't think money is that much of a concern. So even now, we still have a route divergence. Sawneyrath going to Sky, Asher going to Sea. So it's really just a race to the fiends at this point. Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know about that.
Me neither.
I know about the door glitch. I didn't know about that one.
Since I'm curious as well, what exactly is the door glitch?
If you go into the menu when you're in the doorway, when you come out of the window, there'll be an extra door somewhere on screen. That's purely cosmetic.
Oh, so nothing too game breaking.
No. It's just a graphical glitch.
Okay. Just curious.
So both of our runners taking encounters here in their respective dungeons. Although I guess Asher doesn't have much choice. And Asher is on the Kraken floor. Fortunately, not much for Sawneyrath in that particular room. But I have a suspicion that this will all come down to how Topher decides to treat our runners here.
If Topher becomes nutty, we might be here for quite a while.
as far as equipment goes, I think both of our runners are pretty good, pretty well off. We've got Asher has the white shirt. They both have defense sword. They both have power gauntlet. 3 katanas between them. Which I guess Asher not getting that second katana isn't much of a loss considering that that second ninja's been taking a dirt nap since level 7. But Sawneyrath is heading towards the Bridge of Destiny.
Get your plus RNGs out and see if we get that almighty war mech, sorry.
And meanwhile, Asher is pulling Kraken.
Oh, and
there we have what we have ourselves. The glorious robot.
On the second encounter too, and Sawneyrath's gonna take it.
Yeah. It's a lot of experience if you can take it out. And one thing that I've noticed, Warmech leading it with Quad X as Asher makes quick work of Kraken, and yeah, that's one Warmech down. And I was about to say, I have noticed in this, at least in this flag set, that Warmech tends to not show up alone. They tend to show up in groups, but looks like we're just getting the one this time.
Sonya starts the Tiamat fight.
Start with fast on the ninjas.
The good news of that too is that Sawneyrath does get his 5th hit on the katana.
Oh yeah. Although Tiamat's proving to have a decent amount of health. Quad X not good enough. Bane ineffective. But a hit for 630, and Tiamat goes down.
Sawneyrath lights his 3rd orb.
And, Asher is already on Sky 1. So I'm suspecting that Asher... Wait, whoa. Sawneyrath's heading for Gaia? Did Sawneyrath forget which one was on rack? Because I know Sawneyrath checked the Gaia location and thought it was on rack.
He might have forgot about it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
We'll take a look at that. That means, yeah, he's just gonna get it out of there.
Yeah, that was just a minor goof. Thankfully, he hadn't saved since then, so it was able to go right back to the airship real quick. So at this point, I suspect Asher will be the first one to enter Topher, but it's still going to be pretty close.
Definitely. And if Asher does find a war mech, they'll still be pretty close in levels.
Yeah.
Though one of our chat members does point out, Sonny has a lot more resources than Asher. The best thing that could really happen for Asher is gets into Topher first and does not wipe.
And Asher enters the Bridge of Destiny and gets a Warmech on the first step!
And he's gonna take it.
Yeah. Oof, and the Warmech hits pretty hard.
Want to make sure that he keeps the ninja up above 300, and I think that Warmech dropped Quad X, and
well,
as I say that, out he goes.
yeah, the Warmech had already used Quad X, so it missed on the Red Wizard. So I'm kind of curious to see how much having Sawneyrath having the double ninjas with katanas at these levels, how much of that will make a difference here? Because I want to say Sawneyrath was able to take out that Warmech a little bit faster than Asher, I think.
And there's
there's a second one. There's a second Warmech.
He's also committing to it.
So it looks like they were their spot on the encounter table going through here was just a little bit different. Because Sawneyrath was a little bit farther down the bridge when he encountered Warmech, so he didn't get this one. And yep, down goes the second Warmech, and Asher hits level 29.
And this will actually be fairly close, because as soon as Asher takes on Tiamat, Sonny's on his way over towards Kraken.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Kraken has hold. What, 9 hits for 1,619? Tiamat goes down, Asher lets orb number 4, and barring a trip to magic shops, will be going into Temple of Fiends Revisited first. And Sawneyrath taking out Kraken not too far behind.
And Sawneyrath lights his final orb, and will also head towards Temple of Fiends Revisited.
Oh boy, this is good. This is really, really good. Although, where's Sawneyrath going? Is he gonna grind for more levels?
Yeah, I'm very interested in this decision from Sawneyrath. He could be a little uncomfortable going into Topher with the levels that he has currently. And that's why he may be grinding levels?
Possibly, maybe. But meanwhile, at about an hour and 22, Asher enters the Temple of Fiends Revisited. Comment in chat about Sawneyrath grinding for magic levels. I'm pretty sure both of those ninjas are maxed out on spell slots.
Yeah, I think it's just solely to get more levels across the board compared to what Asher did, where he pulled 2 Warmechs and got the levels that way.
Ah, one potential thought that was brought up. I think Sawneyrath wants to grind levels just for the max HP. Because I don't think anyone in Sawneyrath's party has over 400 health right now. Which means that there's that potential of getting one-shot by a nuke.
That would make more sense. And like I said, Asher had pulled 2 Warmechs on his Bridge of Destiny and got the levels that way. Asher is going to enter the Lich 2 fight.
And it looks like the ninjas don't have any magic on them, so all buffing is going to be straight from the Red Wizards. And Asher did bring up the second ninja for this.
Perhaps as a meat shield.
Asher would have put that one in the front if that was the case.
It probably might be for later, once he gets over to, like, Kraken, Tiamat, and obviously Chaos.
Well, Lich 2 took out that particular ninja, so Asher would have to use up life or life 2 charges to do that. Or it could be just for that extra run chance. There's always that. Yeah, but I saw that Lich 2 at the very least had Tornado, so it's... And it took a little bit of time for Asher to take Lich 2 down, so it does require a little bit of respect this time around. And Sawneyrath, what are you... Stocking up on magic some more? Oh, temper. Right.
Always nice to have temper.
Yes, yes. Oh, and Carrie has Bane at both. Ooh, ow.
Oh, that hurts.
And we're about even now. Okay. Sawneyrath enters Topher at 125.37. Oh my goodness. The fact that we only have one ribbon is making a very, very big difference right now. Our runners are pretty much in sync right now. Oh man, this is exciting. Sawneyrath checking the validation chests. Just a little bit of money, unfortunately.
No ribbons to be had here.
They could have been in the key lock chest this whole time. We'll never know at this point. Because, like, the only key lock chests either of our runner checked were the ones in Northwest Castle. Never checked Corneria, never checked Temple of Fiends, never checked Elflin, Dwarf Cave, none of them. Yeah, both of our runners just have the one ribbon. Where was that one ribbon found? But I think it was that in Ice? Oh, it was in the Volcano Armory. Right,
Yeah,
right.
I was gonna say that didn't add up to me. I've never seen one in Volcano Armory.
No, that is where it was, apparently. Yeah. Alright, Sawneyrath. Both of our runners about to pull Lich 2. Asher knows what to expect now. Throwing off Lich 2, Lit 2 rather, on Asher's side. And they both take out Lich 2 at the exact same time.
Still a close one.
And I'm pretty sure they must have done a power cycle leading up to this, because they're getting encounters at the exact same time. So it all depends on how these encounters treat our runners, because they'll be getting this exact same ones the entire way through.
Sawneyrath starts the carry fight first. Carry 2 to be more precise.
Right. Carry doesn't hit hard, but when that Bane comes out, oh, well, there it is. And 1, 2, 3, and the one red wizard that has the Oh, geez, and oh man, Asher got triple hit on the bait too and resets. But Sawneyrath is sticking to it.
Sawneyrath hoping that Cameron does not throw out Bane again.
Well, that one has the ribbon, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, right.
I mean, there is still the chance, and Sawneyrath gets by carry too. That was not the Vorpal on Sawneyrath. I wonder what weapon that is that he's using.
Me too, because that definitely did not look like the Vorpal sprite.
It didn't quite look like the Ice Sword too, but since Sawneyrath is doing a Bright mod, maybe that modifies the swords too. I don't know. Oh boy, okay. New information. Sawneyrath is on Kraken 2. Ooh, Kraken hits 9 hits for 473. Just throwing out the M2s. And the bottom red wizard goes down. 4 hits for 209. Kraken only hit once that time. 4 hits 602. Much better. And 790, even better. Kraken 2's down.
Just one more thing to go before the fights with Chaos.
Mm-hmm. An unrunnable Iron Golf. Just a little speed bump. I say that when I saw 5 for 5. There we go.
Sawneyrath get some heals up before the fight with Tiamat 2.
Alright, let's see. Throwing up the fast, swing, swing, and wall on the second ninja. Ooh. I got some defense on Tiamat 2. And there's our nuclear!
Ooh. That knocks down the one red wizard.
Oh boy. Okay, though, the Tiamat's physicals aren't too bad though, but that absorb that Tiamat's got is not. Ooh, but there's a fast for Tiamat. As Asher gets by a Lich 2 once again. Oh, Tiamat has Zap! Thankfully it missed everybody.
That would have been bad if it hit 2 of them, because the other red wizard is below 300 HP.
If that's the one with the ribbon, it won't matter.
That's right. There's that ribbon. Completely forgot about that.
5 for 5. 149. Tiamat 2's down. Ooh. I saw that. Sawneyrath almost got hit by the warp boss right there.
Meanwhile, Asher is still working on this carry fight.
I'm guessing the Bane had already gone through, but only hit 2 of the Light Warriors instead of all 3. And carry 2 is down. And Sawneyrath is about to pull Chaos. Oh, was that a nuclear on Carry 2 that I didn't see, that I didn't notice? According to chat. Alright, so Sawneyrath is throwing up defense, Inf 2's just loading up on the evasion. Chaos leading off with a rub. Which I believe everyone in Sawneyrath's group has pro ring, so that's not going to do anything. Yep. Walls, tempers. Don't want anything untoward to happen to our party here. Chaos throws a fire 3. 7 hits for 174, so Chaos has a good bit of absorb here as well. Ooh, an ice 3 for Chaos. 8 hits, 347.
The one red wizard's on one foot right now.
There's a Cure 4 loaded up. Let's see if turn order is in our favor here. But never mind! Chaos is down for Sawneyrath, who wins this game 3 with an official SRL time of
I got it. 135.10.
Aha. Yep, GG.
GG to Sawneyrath.
Ooh, wow, that was intense. I mean, Sawneyrath getting the good luck, getting Topher done on the first attempt.
Yeah, and just Carry 2, just not playing nice with Asher.
Well, I mean, Carry 2 didn't play nice with Sawneyrath either, just Sawneyrath decided not to reset right away and just to try to plug away at it and succeeded.
Yeah, that's true.
And we have Sawneyrath in the booth. GG. Wow, what a race.
Thank you.
What a race indeed.
I feel bad for Asher, but RNG is going to do what RNG does best.
The thing is, you both kind of got hit by the same RNG, is that Asher reacted differently to you did, and you benefited from it. Because Asher got into Topher first by about maybe 3 minutes while you were doing your second grind in Northwest Castle. But Asher got hit by the Banes from Carry 2 and reset out, and you both re-entered at pretty much at the exact same time at that point. Same encounter table, same everything. And you guys pretty much went into Carry 2 at the exact same time, got hit by the Bane, got triple baned again. Asher reset, you did not. And
yes.
That made all the difference.
So, funny note about my weapon that I was using against Carry 2. That red wizard was not using an ice sword. That red wizard was using a giant sword.
What? Wow. Okay, I knew it wasn't Vorpal, and I knew it wasn't Ice Sword unless your sprite mods affected the weapons too. So we were kind of speculating what that was, but wow, that really was getting ahead with a giant sword. Amazing.
So fast plus 2 tempers does a lot of work, and I was like, I have one shot at this. I do have Cure 4s available. I've got Life 2, I've got Life, so on and so forth. There's a chance that I can make it through this and defeat Carry 2 just with the giant sword. It kind of was a bit of a Hail Mary at that point, because if I had wiped, then it would have sucked, but I would have been prepared for the second go.
Right. But yeah, there was quite a bit of route divergence. Because Asher made a beeline for Volcano getting the armory done, whereas I believe you did the Marsh play, which I don't think turned out with very much.
No, Marsh wasn't very lucrative this time around. I was hoping for quite a bit more money from Marsh, but I did get that money in Volcano and turned around and used it to buy my level 4 spells, which, yeah, level 10 carry 1 kill. That's something I haven't done in a while.
Yeah, that we definitely took note of that. That was nice. It was a risky play, but from what I saw, there wasn't much in Volcano anyway, so even if you had wiped out, you probably could have just go-moded that dungeon anyway. And, ooh! Chaos rubs one of the red wizards on Asher's side. And one other thing that Asher did differently, Asher had pretty much been going 3-man pretty much this entire time up until Topher.
Yeah, so the magic for the ninja wasn't that great outside of fast, really. The only reason I went 4-man instead of 3-man was because I did have 2 katanas. I had fairly decent weaponry.
Oh, Ice 3 from Chaos, and we're down to solo strats here.
Oh man.
And the Bane misses. And hits for 1,576, and Chaos is down. And Asher finishes in second place with an official SRL time of 1:39.49. GG.
That
GG's
was
to Asher.
That was so close, but comes up on top over Chaos. And yeah, GG's to Asher.
Yep. Congrats to both of you. Holy cow. Those Banes were out for blood this time around.
They really were.
And I think another thing that Asher keeping the 3-man, I don't think Asher ever checked the Cardia Isle, so he never got that second katana.
Ooh, yeah. The second katana definitely helped a lot.
And we have Asher here in the booth as well. GG. Wow, what a race.
Yeah, thank you very much, and congratulations, Sawny, for advancing. Go get him.
Thanks, Asher. I will do my absolute best, my friend. This series was absolutely great. Everything I could have asked for and then more.
Yeah, no, I'm just very excited that Games 2 and Game 3 were so close, because this was, I mean, going into the tournament, I was really hoping I could make it to brackets, because I really, really, really like the bracket flags, and I got to play it 3 times, which is so exciting. I mean, RNG'd me a bit from getting to watch the end. I mean, the kind of play that wins tournaments is, you know what, I'm going to a red mage with a giant sword and make it happen. Whereas I went with it's probably going to be faster for me to reset and try this again than go against an unknown carry. But when I wiped that second time, or when I got down to that solo the second time, I was like, I'm too far behind. I've just got to hope something bad hits you later and play it safe. But it's hard to be bitter when it was such a good seed and a good run. We said before the game this would be a very boom or bust party, and it was, despite lack of nuke access or lack of fade access till the very end, it was a very boom kind of seed.
Yeah, this seed was extremely boom.
Yeah, one thing that did help Sawneyrath did have a second katana that he found in the Cardia Isle, so he was able to get some damage in on both ninjas instead of just the one.
Yeah, if I had made one mistake earlier on in that carry fight, is that I forgot to move the Vorpal to my red wizard that had a ribbon. And so it's just kind of like, oh, that would have been nice. But that was one of the reasons I was like, I didn't do it. And then the great part is the second time I didn't do it either. So, whoops.
So one decision that I made a note of that both of you did, aside from Northwest Castle, you both skipped all of the keylock chests while still hunting down the floater. Was that a conscious decision, or were you just thinking, I'm going to have to go through Fiend Dungeons anyway, might as well?
That was pretty much my thinking on the second in there, is just because when I was sailing east, I was about to say, you know what, let me do key locked and then a marsh check, just because I felt maybe things might be a little trolly, but at the last second I was like, no, you know what, I have to finish Earth anyway, let's just do Earth. And then I kind of panic checked my inventory just before the floater chest, because I was like, oh no, do I have the floater? Have I been stupid this whole time? And then I wasn't, so... It was more of just key locked was next on the menu, but I just wanted to do the content I knew I had to do.
Of course, I was also factoring in your full clear of Sky as well, that, as in favoring that over doing any of the key locks as well.
Sky was just chest density at that point. I mean, one of the really things that was interesting about this and interesting about the tri-state transportation is that it had to be a race for the floater because on-rack was floater lock, so it was floater required. So I just thought, you know what, let's go with the numbers this time.
Yeah, I like with my play going to Earth, I was thinking about going for the numbers, but I was already pretty much in the area to go ahead and get Earth done because I was doing Crown, if I remember correctly, the Crown turn in, and then blitzing straight over to Earth. So since I was in the area, Earth made the most sense for me to do. If that didn't have it, I knew I was going to lose because Sky would have had it. I would have had to clear who knows how many chests of Sky, but that wasn't the case. Finding the floater in that first chest of Earth 3 really saved my bacon.
Well, if you guys got any final thoughts, do sound off.
I'll go first. I just want to thank Speed Gaming here. I want to thank Sawneyrath again for being such a great opponent. I first got to know him when I did the Chaos Rush tournament last year, and he'd been around for a while. I'd still been pretty new, and we had a lot of fun practicing back then and kind of lost touch since then. So this has been a great blast for the past this week. I've really enjoyed this. I've always appreciated the sportsmanship that is in the Final Fantasy 1 randomizer community, and I just really felt it this week. So I'm really excited to be able to enjoy a little bit more free time and watch the rest of the tournament. But GG.
I've got to echo that sentiment back to you, Asher. I mean, I was still, I won't say fairly new, but I wasn't quite a veteran yet in the Final Fantasy randomizer community when the Chaos Rush tournament came around. But the practice we put in on that definitely helped us learn each other's playstyles at that point in time. And we did lose touch with each other for quite some time. And just for us to be able to match up on the first round of brackets, no less, really was a blast from the past. It's one of those things that I saw the matchup and I went, oh, we are going to have some fun this week. And that was very true. I do want to give a huge thanks to the Speed Gaming family of networks for allowing us to have our races here. It's been an absolute blast. I know I'm not out of the tournament yet. I have the Elite Eight to look forward to, as well as a date with Cheesinator, somebody else who I have quite a bit of history with running against. It's going to be a blast.
Yep, that is definitely something to look forward to.
Yeah, and it'll be a fun match for this one. Definitely do not want to miss that out. Sawneyrath, Cheesinator. Definitely want to keep an eye out and follow the Speed Gaming channels and see when that will pop up.
Yep, but our this round of the brackets is not quite over yet. Coming up tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock Eastern, we have Game 3 of Dangwu versus Zenobian on a Randomania channel to be determined. So that, if you want to see more of this, just tune in tomorrow, and you'll likely see a very, very wonderful race there too.
So, with that being said, definitely give both of our runners a nice hearty follow. They did an excellent job. They played an excellent series. Definitely give a follow to our tracker for tonight. That is Jonathan Yoshi. Very well done for Jonathan Yoshi. He's an unsung hero. Without him, we wouldn't know what the heck these two had in their inventories in their entire time. And of course, you want to give us a follow as well, myself and Melee Wizard. Definitely, and if you liked what you heard, and Yeah, if you got anything else to say, Melee Wizard, sound off.
It's always exciting when a race is this close. When the one decision makes all the difference in the world. And that's randomizer for you. Sometimes it just all comes down to that one thing that you do that your opponent doesn't, and it's a treat to see that decision process play itself out.
And I definitely agree with that wholeheartedly.
May I chime in with something before we close out?
Of course.
So, also, for those that may be catching the race on YouTube, definitely be sure to give the Speed Gaming family of networks a follow so that way you can see this live. Because being able to interact with chat, see what everybody's saying as we are going through these seeds, it's an absolute treat. I mean, you get so many people from not only the Final Fantasy randomizer community, but a lot of other randomizer communities coming out not only to support Speed Gaming, not only to support us runners, but to support each of the randomizer communities. It's an absolutely magical experience to be a part of.
Oh yes, no doubt.
And I agree with that too. Definitely want to give the Speed Gaming family of networks a big follow as well. And if you want to at least follow the tournament as well, definitely follow the Randomania channels as well.
And join the Final Fantasy Randomizer as well as the Speed Gaming Discords.
Alright, so I think this brings our broadcast here to a close. So for our runners, Asher and Sawneyrath, our tracker, Jonathan Yoshi, everyone else behind the scenes at Speed Gaming, my co-commentator, Professor Renderer, I am Melee Wizard, and have a nice night.
Take it easy.